I went for the platinum in Assassin's Creed Origins, and this is how it went. Let's go! First things first, we started off by playing the whole story, or well, actually not the whole story, but we did the first mission, which got us the trophy of our first steps. After that, we went a little bit further and did another mission. This mission started like in some sort of area, and we, well, defeated that guy and got some armor out of it, and went a little bit further with that as well, which got us the festival. Later on, I got a spear, or found it on the floor. There were some enemies like around us, and I was really trying to get like all three enemies in one go, or one hit with the spear, and we simply did that by just pushing R2 button, and then we got the trophy Slasher. Then we went on, and I hopped already on a kind of like some horses, and also, well, on our last carriage over here, which got the rider's license, which is for getting on 3 different types of vehicles in this game. Very easy. Later on, we went and terrorized some hippopotamuses. We went to them and ran away from them, and you got the trophy Run for Your Life for, well, running away from a hippopotamus 3 times. Wow, that was hard to pronounce. A little bit later on, we came to a royal palace, which is like a big castle. There were like a lot of enemies, and we tried to stealth take down 10 of them. And after that, we got the Shadow of Egypt, which was very easy. Then we continued a little bit more with the story, and well, there we were just getting started by completing the quest Aya. Not so hard at all, we just progressed a little bit further into the story there. A little bit further, we went into like the racing area, where we were bumping against some enemies, which got us also a trophy called Road Rage. This trophy is just very easy, just bump into a couple of peeps and you'll get it right away. We were not done with the racing though, because then we decided to be first inside the race, and we got the Ben-Hur trophy, well, for pushing everybody on the side and just being first as a pro. Now, on with that, we went a little bit further, and we were here. Like, I pushed, or I killed an enemy there, and dropped him somewhere in front, and all of a sudden I was just running, and a crocodile ate the enemy by accident. I have not seen where it was, but well, we just got a trophy for a crocodile eating that trophy. A little bit further we ran and we ran. All of a sudden we got like a trophy for doing 5 kilometers of running, 20 kilometers of on the horse, and 1.5 kilometers swimming. Then we went further and did some more of the side quests, where we did like some side quests. After that, we received, you still need 8,880 experience, because we reached level 20. Further on, we came across a lion, and we also found out the thing called poison darts. We could tame an animal there, and we got ourselves a cool lion and got the trophy Roar. Now that the lion was following us, we decided to put it on a boat, and we went a little bit further, on to the place where there was a friendly crocodile. Now, where we saw the crocodile, we decided to park our boat there a little bit, and let the lion have a little bit of a setup date with the crocodile to get us that trophy as well. A little bit further on, I went exploring a little bit more, and fought some guys for a little bit of a mission. There was one of the Philake warriors, where we killed our first one. These are a little bit tougher to defeat, but we did it after all, and it was not super hard. Then I figured out that we had some DLC weapons and golden weapons, so if we equipped all of that, we got I'm a Legend for equipping in every single slot a legendary item, which was, well, kind of something we could have done already from the beginning, but, well, we did it anyway. Further on, we went exploring, and we got the Arrow Whisperer by shooting a controlling arrow into an enemy from 60 meters apart, a headshot. So not that hard at all. You could just like do that very easily. Later on, we went back on land, and there was like one of these Philaki's statues that you could destroy. It gives you a little bit of XP. But there was also a pot nearby, and there we got Smash for destroying 100 miscellaneous items on the floor. Then we went further onto like the story mission and controlled a little bit of our bird that we could control for 30 minutes long, and we got free as a bird as well by doing a little bit of flying into the game. Then, on with that, we went a little bit further again into the story. We went more like following up in the story. We got the Scarab, we killed him, which is one of the main enemies or the bad guys into the game, and well, we killed like some other bad guys there as well. Then we upgraded ourselves a little bit with skill points, abilities that we have in the game, where you jump off and you get a little bit of a slow motion. We shot someone in the head, and we got the Archer of the Month by, well, shooting someone in the head in the slow-mo version of, or with that ability. After that, I sold some items because, well, I picked up quite a lot, and I really do not need a lot of new items, but we did craft some new stuff, and we got the Handyman trophy for crafting 20 or 25 new items that there are in the game. You can craft items to upgrade a little bit your strength or range of shooting and all of that. There we go, and we killed the hyena as well, which got us a trophy, the hyena, for defeating that well, big boss into the game. Further on, we went back to Alexandria, and we had already quite some ability points, which got us a master ability and got us the trophy I'm done learning, because, well, we've already learned quite a lot, killed a lot of enemies, and that's where we progressed. Then we went into one of the tombs and did read one of the writings over there, which got us Raider of the Last Tomb for, well, completing our very first tomb, which I found out due to a side quest. Then it was time to that I decided to explore a little bit more of the map. Since the map was kind of big and a little bit tedious at some points, I recommend that you do this as fast as possible if you do not want to be stuck at the end by exploring everything. Things take quite long, and I suggest if you're just going for this platinum that you do like within each region that you are doing the side quest, or just like exploration, the question marks everywhere, or defeat some enemies here and there, but it makes the game a lot less tedious. Besides, there's like just one thing near to the Black Desert, and that one has a lot of enemy defeating bases and checkpoints that you need to take care of, so that is kind of poopy, but after all, like we did all of that during, well, a little bit the story and in the regions. A little bit later, we came across the Sphinx and saw that in the back of the Sphinx there was a secret hidden cave. Once we went a little bit further into that cave, we saw that we needed like 50 of these crystal points or crystal thingies. I did not have them then by the time yet, so I decided to go back into the story and went a little bit further and see how everything went on while collecting those crystals. So then we went into some kind of weird dream into this game and, well, defeated like the lizard, or not really the lizard, but like a little bit of information on where to find the lizard, which is again one of the bosses in the game that killed your son. So we got the Wake Up trophy, which is for, well, waking up from your weird ass dream of defeating a giant snake, I believe. A little bit later on, I was more exploring. There are like these water regions where you can get like some items. Usually most of the items are kind of poop, but if you find them, you will be able to sometimes upgrade your weapons or just sell them, or, well, just use the materials that you get from them to upgrade your own weapons or, well, items that you can create. Now that we have done 15 of those water places, we got Master Diver, which is for, well, diving 15 times into these underwater sunken temples that you can find into the map. A little bit later on, we find a lot of boats. And on those boats, sometimes there are loot chests or captains. If there is a captain, you need to defeat in total 8 of those captains in order to get another trophy. And, wow, to get a little bit of a reference of the 4th Assassin's Creed game, which is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and you get a trophy, Where is my Black Flag? Amazing little reference, and, well, really loved it. Later on, we went a little bit further again into the story and found this weird-ass lizard man, or actually it was, in this case, it was someone else that actually I did not expect. Very cool quest line though, the lizard, and I really enjoyed the whole part of the storyline until now. I was really appreciating everything here in this game, and really took my time on collecting every single trophy here, and it was a lot of fun. Now, onto that, since we did do the lizard, we had unlocked the arena, and into the arena we had some bosses. Now, once you had like one of the bosses and you did do your special ability with one of them, you could also get a trophy, which is Fatality, and I think this is like some sort of a reference to Mortal Kombat, but it was very fun. Like these arena quests were not tedious at all. They were like done very, very fast, and I had a lot of fun like doing these challenges, because like now that we got the Fatality trophy, it was not done at all, because I decided to stick along a little bit longer until we did do all the challenges, which was also defeating the Slayer, and once we had done that, we could decide if we could just kill him or spare him. At the end, I decided to kill him because this dude was just a little bit rude to us, and then we also got the trophy for I forgot actually the name here for a second, for those about to die. But like I said, this took me in total 1 hour, so it was not hard at all. If you grind a little bit out of your levels, you're overpowered very quickly. There was taking a picture because there was a trophy to get 5 pictures or 5 screenshots, and I thought this was like a cool angle to do that. While doing that, I just jumped down into a whole thing and I was looking where to go next. So some of my friends also took a picture there, so it was kind of like a coincidence. There we found a piece of loot, and this was one of the papyruses. These are like papers that you pick up into the map, and if you find one, you also get a trophy for that. You do not need to find all of those, so that's a nice thing to do, and it also like makes the game a little bit less tedious and less grindy. Instead of like if you had to find all of those, that would have been a little bit poopy, I think. Okay, a little bit further, we went into like this weird area again. We did defeat someone there with a miscellaneous trophy with our torch, and just poisoned him with the poison darts. This was not hard at all, just like a little bit of spamming. Once you poison him, the enemy falls asleep, and well, we just hit him to death. A little bit later into the story, we came across a crocodile, which is actually this old lady, and she did something very bad to someone. We defeated her and also got a trophy called the crocodile. There we go, the crocodile. Then we went further into the game, and we decided to go into like some other tombs, doing some other side quests, because I really love doing these side quests in this game. They were not like boring or something, like each had their own little story and of a few quests, which was kind of nice. This one was about 7 farmers that wanted to go and explore this Asian tomb, but it seemed to be like that it was full of enemies. We wanted to defeat them and got a cool weapon out of that, and we got the trophy, of course, for 7 farmers for helping them out, even though I've never seen those farmers after that. A little bit later on, I came across like this whole giant thing, which I didn't know what it was inside the map. All of a sudden I saw it was like a freaking elephant, so this was not easy at all, since I was like still a little bit underleveled and my weapons were not upgraded at all, so defeating this elephant was like quite a task. But I had like a little bit of luck by defeating them, and then we got the trophy The Harder They Fall for defeating one of the elephants, which was, not easy at all. Then I decided to explore a little bit more, a little bit further, and doing all of the question marks a little bit more. Then once I immediately started coming into this region of the desert, all of a sudden like bugs started falling down from the sky and rained a little bit upon us. I thought that was a trophy, so I decided like just to go a little bit further, and then we got overheating for that trophy because we got a little bit sprayed by bugs from the air and we were hallucinating. Then we went into the Black Desert, and we got the trophy. I can see my house from here. It was a little bit weird when I got that trophy, because I was just running around, and I thought like, okay, here we can climb up this mountain, and we can like get up there easily just climbing up. But once I just already touched the side of that mountain piece, we got that trophy, and I thought, okay, like, do we have to climb up here? But the thing was, there was no option to climb up there, even though like you can see me running up against the wall and like trying to climb up there. I couldn't do it. Then I had already explored like 80% of the map and went and do already 80% of all the question marks, and we came across the last stargazer or stone, where you have to align these lines up with the stars. You get like a little bit of a god that pops up, kind of cool, and it also adds a little bit about the story with your son. We got this trophy, Stargazer, and when we did that, it was time to go back to the Pharaoh statue, no, the Phoenix statue. I forgot the name. The Sphinx statue, there we go. The Sphinx statue, and we got the 50 crystals, so we went there and did put all of that in. That was actually my last temple that I had to do. Like, these temples, I did not really enjoy doing all of them because they were like a little bit, I don't know, tiresome because of all the looking you had to do in this game and all the things, but we placed all of them, and we got like a very cool suit out of that, and I decided to equip it right away because, well, I mean, in my opinion, it was the coolest suit if you do not have any of the other DLCs or costumes. Then I was a little bit farming around, and we had to do 30 times like the waiting game, so I just, well, did the waiting game and pushed up and down, pushed my touchpad constantly, and well, the time changed and changed, and once we did that like for 30 times, we got the Namaste trophy for waiting a lot of times. There is also a lot of moments in the game where you can just wait at, or where you have to wait for certain things, but well, I just decided to do it that. A little bit further on, I also saw that you had to take out 30 enemies with one of the pots. This one, at the beginning I was not sure how like the fire arrows worked, because I only had fire arrows with my normal, or with my special bow and arrow, and not with my normal one. I found a spot at the Dasos hideout where you could just easily take out 4 enemies at one go. Then you let yourself die and just respawn, and then you can do all of that over again. I got that one after like 5 tries. I got that trophy. Then we came at the edge of the map, and I have explored everything at this point. I have seen every single corner and got almost every single collectible that there was on the map, besides 2, which was one for beating the game, and well, one that I actually forgot, but you will see that a little bit later on. So we got the trophy, I Know My Land, and well, there we had discovered every single region that there was. I also had like a small amount of collectibles left, which was one of them, Words of Wisdom, and that was for finding every single resting point that there is in the game, and well, I did all of that. So there we have it. So we got the trophy Words of Wisdom, and we, well, so we finally got across at the last part of the, well, storyline, and we got the Siege trophy for, well, defeating one of the bad guys in this game, and yeah, because we have already like explored most of the part and most of like the whole map, my level was like maximum, so it was a little bit easier to, well, take out this boss and defeat everything and his weird ass apple powers. So we got the trophy, the Siege. Then we got a little bit further, and well, before we went into the last mission or quest, we got Reduce, Reuse, and Recycle, which is for like, well, selling 100 trinkets, which is these like very small items that you just pick up randomly by opening up a chest, killing an enemy, or well, just breaking something. I was not sure if I had enough, so first things first, I had to count every single item that there was before I could like sell all my unnecessary items. You need 100 at least in one go, so like do not sell 100 separately, because that is kind of poop, and then you'll have to farm everything over again. It took me until the end game after exploring every single question mark, so yeah, if you do that, that's a little bit of a mistake. Then we came at the end of Assassin's Creed Origins, and we did defeat the whole game, or beat the whole story. The story was amazing, to be honest, and it was amazing. I loved this game to bits. Some people think this game is like super tedious, but with exploring the map and all of that, but I really enjoyed it, and there was not a moment that I did not actually like the game, besides like maybe one part in the map with like the many enemy camps, but yeah. Then we came towards the end, we had this very last item that I just picked up. I only forgot one camp, so it was very easy to get that trophy. And then we took our last photo, so we got the All Habits trophy. We took our last photo into the photo mode, and then we got the Platinum trophy. Overall, this game I would give it a 9 out of 10. It's a very amazing game, and I recommend it if you are a fan of Assassin's Creed Origins. This was a video. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe for more, and I might see you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye, and thank you for watching.